Hello everyone and welcome to Race Wars. You've heard it, heard about it in Fast and Furious, and we are here. And we're going to have to keep an eye out for Hector because we are currently in Civics, in actually the Nations Cup, not Race Wars. But I heard he's running 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines, and on top of that, he went into Harry's. He ordered 3 T66 turbos with nitrous and a Motec system exhaust. Oh my word! Someone in this race is going to be absolutely OP. Hopefully it's us. Okay, I'll stop all that. We're on a qualifying lap right now, and we're doing this for a bit of fun. We've done daily races before that, and we had actually done manufacturers before that as well. Now, Willow Springs isn't one of my favourite tracks, although in this car it's slow enough to actually have a bit of fun racing in, I think. A lot of people were saying it's just going to be a line of cars, and it turned out not to be the case. This is quite an exciting race. Most of the race is in this video, and you're probably going, Tidge, the race is like, the video is like 12 minutes long, including qualifying. How the hell is most of the race in this? Well, yeah, this one's quite a short race. And as you can see as well, we're not that far up in our time. We're miles off pole. We did try and look for a slipstream. We didn't get it. We're just here for a bit of fun. So we're just going towards the end of qualifying now. Just got flat out bit with one last corner to break in. Let's see what our sector time is as we come over the crest here at Willow Springs and head towards the sector, or the end of the sector at least. Where's the time? There we go. So we're 1.5 temps up on our PB. That puts us around the 135.5 sort of area, which it gets us a few positions potentially, but let's find out towards the end. Now you're probably going, Tidge, why are you hitting the limiter in 4th gear? It turned out that 4th at the limiter was just as good as 5th at that point on your own. Of course, in slipstream, it appeared 5th was better, but even so, we come around that last corner. We do it slightly better than we started the lap as we head towards the line. Sorry, I'm getting so much stuck in my throat here. We head towards the end of the lap. What kind of lap time are we going to get? To get the 55.5, which we were scheduled to be on for, and as you can see, we're miles off the pace. Absolutely miles. Has anyone got any binoculars to look for Tidge at the bottom of the list? Well, let's actually find out where we're starting here. You see a nice little delivery there of SVDR, starting on pole position, 55 there, followed by Giorgio in P2. Then we have Nico in P3, just been in New York recently. Then Snake as well, also in New York. P4, P5 for Devil Soul there, and P6 for Puzel. P7 for Aug, my legendary Peugeot teammate. P8 for Key there, and P9 for TRL Adam. P10 for Apo, and 11 for Telmo. He's still not come to us, guys, here. As we get to Nacini in P12, P13 for Vasilis Bay, P14 for Matty, the pleb, P15 for IA Racing, P16 for CLM 1992, P17 for John Albar 03, and we're in P18, my word, we're not in last at least. P19 for David Perrell, shout out to David Perrell, what a legend, and P20 for Gatos. We've not seen Gatos in an absolute eon. So, standing start you can see as well. I didn't actually even know that at the time, so I'm going to have to try and work out what to do here. So I whack traction control on, that's a bit more for safety than anything. We get ready for the lights to go out, and off we go with the racing. So quite quickly we're going to whack that traction control off there. We just hit the limiter slightly. Obviously we've never driven this car from a standing start before. We've literally jumped in and played, yeah, we've accelerated away from David Perrell and Gatos at least. We come towards the first corner here, 2x2, here we go. Are we going to make any moves? Not quite here as we come around the first corner, so we're looking for just any opening here. And the nice thing is, when I do a race like this where I'd have no practice in jumping a race, I know I'm going to get faster throughout the race, so I know I've got the potential to make up positions. So we look for a move on IA Racing right down the inside here. We're right on the dirt here, on the inside, just to give IA Racing a bit of room there. Unfortunately, that doesn't get us anywhere, and it's going to put David Perrell on our inside here, heading towards the left-hander. David Perrell gets that move done, took advantage of my disadvantage there, and through David goes. So now we've got this really little complex section of the springs, probably the most complicated section, this double right, because if you get it wrong, if you go more towards the inside there, you get chucked to Narnia. As you see, CLM getting very close to Narnia, and we accelerate out towards the left-hander here. Everyone going tight here, so David and I Racing come together a little bit there. I go, thank you very much, lads. I'll have both of those. Happy days. Through I go. Gatos follows me through as well. And you can see we've lost a little bit of ground here to CLM as well. And you see Gatos there, now up to P18. Hazards there for David. I think David apologising to IA Racing just for that little incident. Everybody makes mistakes at the end of the day. No exception for the real racing drivers, because David Perrell is a real racing driver. Races in GT, Blancpain GT specifically. And coming into this right-hander now. We're just trying to get the car turned in, try and clip that apex there. We just miss it, but not too far off, so we do make it around nice and easy. And it's all about now catching CLM in the, well, he's in a Honda Civic, so let's see what we can do. We're going to advance actually a few laps later now. There we go. And you can see we've caught up to CLM. We've dropped David Perel and Gatos at this moment in time. You can see lots of action up ahead. So plenty of places to make moves. Vasilis Bay there goes off on the first corner. I know he's going to have dirt on his tyres, which is why I jumped to the inside here, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. Unfortunately for Matty then doesn't realise I'm on the inside, so I'll have that position. And Vasilis Bay going to struggle on the exit as well with the understeer from dirty tyres. We gained 2 positions in 1 corner. Happy, happy, happy days! And we continue in P15, so up 3 positions at this moment in time. You've seen Yassini's had a 5-second penalty up ahead, so obviously involved in some form of contact somewhere. Potentially 5 seconds could be extreme. It depends on the contact and where people were at the time. I have no idea. So we continue on all the same. We're going to get another position here. 3 positions, 1 lap. We can take that any day of the week, but round we go. And we continue on up the hill. And we're not actually going to do any more highlights at this point. It's the race from here on out. So you've seen Yassini do the very sportsmanlike thing and go to the right hand side off the racing line. That is really good sportsmanship there from Yassini. As we continue on towards the last corner now, and again, this is the long right-hander. So I'm in the slipstream, so I've gone to 5th early. But look, you can see we're hardly getting any speed, so potentially 4th might be better. And then we gain a little bit more speed, so it's pretty close. I'd need a bit more practice to figure it out perfectly, but even so, if you look at the left-hand side, look who's got the fastest lap. Hey, look at that. And that's with a full tank of fuel and slipstream as well. What can I say? That's like 6 times faster than my quali lap, and I would have been well up there. And that's only at lap number 2. But even so, we continue on here. You see Purcell push towards the right side there of the first corner. And that's going to bring us right into the thick of it here. So again, 2x2. So in this sort of situation, you want to get down on the inside here. There's always going to be a tiny bit of contact. GT Phoenix always very bouncy as well. Try and get on the inside. Try and get that momentum. And try and keep on the inside as well. It's a long, long, long right-hander. So if you stay on the inside, you're more than likely going to get the position. And you can see it right here. So now I'm going to have to brake really late to try and get ahead of CLM here. And I managed to do that. Brake really late. I left a little bit of a gap on the inside there. CLM tries to go into it, which is fair enough. There's a gap there. Go for it. But unfortunately it's a right-hander now, so CLM will have to come in behind here. And we're up another position. Hey, not too bad so far. 5 positions, technically, in 5 laps at this moment in time. As we jump to some TV camera action now. And a lovely little transition there as well. And you can see, this just reminds me of actually touring cars, but not British touring cars. Just with the fact that you got all these cars. All front-wheel drive cars as well, and look at it, it looks really good. There's like loads of cars close together. One make racing is amazing, if I'm honest. For Nations Cup, that's what it should always be. One make racing. It's good fun, and I like it, and especially when it's flat out as well like this. It's really good fun. Flat out racing, I love it. You guys know I love it. That's where my thing is with GT. If I can have flat out racing, I'm ultra happy. As you can see, we come around that corner. CLM hasn't really got a run on us. We've got slipstream up ahead, so we're in a prime position here. See a lovely camera shot of the start-finish line there on the bridge. Oh, there we go. There's the start-finish line. Sponsored by Toyota, although we're in Hondas, so we're that one out. We continue on now into the first corner. You can see the action down below from the balloon there. And we're right behind Puzel now. And let's see what we can do in these final 2 laps. We're going to jump away from Puzel now. We're going to go back to myself on board. Let's see what we can happen. We're ridiculously close now. 2 laps to go. Can we make any more positions? So Puzel opens the gap here. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, I could go for this a little bit. So I go for it. Realised Puzel was looking on the John Bay up ahead as well. So we had to pull out of that a little bit here. That cost a little bit of time to CLM. So we're right behind Puzel at this moment. CLM goes a little bit wide there further behind me, trying to avoid me in case of braking, etc. Round we go. Still in P13. Still lots of potential here of gaining more positions. We just tapped Puzel there. Now, Puzel didn't even run wide there. So I think maybe Puzel just broke a little bit early. Not sure. But of course, my problem. I tapped him in the corner. So if Puzel did go off, completely my fault. Completely my fault anyway with a little contact. Well, nothing too bad. I apologise for it at the end, I believe. If I didn't, I apologise now, Puzel. But I'm pretty sure I did from memory. But even so, you can see Puzel there trying to defend it. Opens the gap up here. So this is where I'm thinking, oh, hello, you've opened the gap up here. I'll have a bit of that. Tiniest taps there. So I have to come off the power there because Puzel straightened up when I was... Puzel started to turn slightly as I was straightening up. So I caused a little bit of contact. I didn't want Puzel to go off there, so I backed out of it. And then we continue racing. We've got 1 lap to go now. 1 lap to make as many moves as possible to try and maybe get in the top 10. I mean, can you imagine 18th to 10th in a race I didn't practice for? How lovely would that be? I haven't got the fastest lap anyway, so I'm pretty happy at this moment in time. So we continue into the first corner. Look at that oversteer happening now in all these cars. The front wheels don't want to turn. The rear wheels are like, hey, I've got loads of grip. Let's turn in, guys. But we continue on. You can see up ahead, I think Key's had a bit of an issue there. Just been overtaken around the outside somewhere and actually gone to the outside at this moment in time. We continue on round this corner, and can we make any moves? We're a bit far back from Puzel at this moment in time. As we come towards the left-hander now. I love this braking zone. It's great because it's very technical. If you get it even slightly wrong, you are off to Narnia. There's no other words for it. That ticket is one way as well. You see we get right behind Puzel here. So there's potential we can make a move on the last corner here, which is what I'm sort of aiming for. Because if you get on the inside, as we did before, a bit more on the inside as well, we've got a good opportunity. You can see how much we catch up to Puzel. So you can see we did carry a lot more speed through there, and that's why we had the contact last lap. As we continue on now, oh, nearly hit the limiter there. That's going to cost a little bit of time. So we continue on. Oh, we're only 5 seconds off the leader. In fact, I think we've gained on the leaders throughout this as well. So making moves and gaining on the leader. Happy days indeed. As we come through this last corner, at the moment nothing is happening, but somebody surely will go to Narnia here. It usually happens. There we go. Who is in Narnia? Tell us how it is. Is it a sunny day? Who is it? It's Snake. Hello, Snake. Pierre. Tell us how your trip to Narnia was. So we're in P12 at this moment in time. It's just going to miss out on P10 here. TRL Adam goes off to Narnia himself to the right hand side. But we finish in P12. So a nice little fun race there for you guys in the Nations Cup. We don't do Nations Cup very often. This is just a bit of an exception to the rule. I'd say I hope you enjoyed that video. Congratulations to the podium finishes there. SVDR, Giorgio and Devil Soul. But that's going to be it for me for now. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.